Congratulations on your victory tonight. I know you said you would have liked to get a finish, but given everything that was surrounding this fight and all the emotions, I mean, how satisfied are you with the result tonight?
I don't know if it was one of my best performances, but I thought it'd be a way more active fight. He just went on his back foot straight away, and I thought what's this guy doing? After talking all that shit that he did this week, I thought he'd come out and do more, but I feel like he's done it before. He gets the fight up and just show up and just don't show up,
The game plan that he used was pretty surprising, whatever it may actually have been. I mean, did you think early on, is he trying to bait me into something? Like, is this some kind of game? Like, what's going on here? Or when did you realize that this is just going to be what he does?
Yeah, 100%. Because I came out off locks for the first round, and I was waiting for him to charge forward like he normally does, but I feel like the pressure got to him. I feel like the situational stances, my range, it all just threw him off. Just kind of went in like a little shell. It didn't come out of it.
Yeah. How challenging was it for you as well to stay controlled, right? Because you talked about being controlled with the emotions of fight week, but then you got to go in there for 25 minutes and be controlled. Like, how challenging was it there to keep the proper mindset?
It was hard. Like even to the weigh-ins yesterday, I was like fuming and shaking, and but I was after speaking to my mom and my coaches, and just like fuck this guy basically, and just focus on yourself. This is what he wants. He wants you to come out there and fight emotional and like try swing and take it down, So I thought, okay, this is like, also what he said is fucked up, but let's switch it all off and go out there and do your job,
Yeah. The grappling exchanges, a lot of your takedowns seem to come right after his. Did you come into this fight saying, I want to show that I can grapple, or was it kind of responsive to be like, now I got to take him down?
No, it was definitely a plan, I'm a great grappler. I just like striking, But I think I took Usman down, never taken down before in his career. Took Colby down, out-grappled him. So I feel like as I'm learning and growing, I was keep showing more and more of my skill set. I've always said I'm a mixed martial artist. I'm not a striker, and tonight I was able to do that. I out-grappled two of the best grapplers in the division, and as long I was keep reigning and keep improving,
Yeah. There's been a lot of talk about the exchanges between you guys. I mean, obviously, it is the fight game and people fight, but do you feel like there should be some kind of a limit, like an honor among athletes of like, hey, man, there's certain things that are just off limits that we don't touch with each other?
Yeah, 100%. I feel like kids are out of it. I feel like a murdered parent should definitely be out of it. It's just like I don't get how you use that as a way to sell fight or entertainment, and I think that's like put him in the shower. I think my reaction to it kind of like threw him off a bit. I felt no one weren't feeling what you're saying, like the fans turn against him and the media was like, what are you doing? I feel, but he's a coward and he's always been a coward, even he lost the fight. He keep making excuses that I won the fight. Even Usman knocked him out and broke his jaw. He's like, it was Mark's fault. It's always someone else's fault when he loses,
Yeah. As champion, there's always going to be a target on your back, but does there feel like a weight off because of the emotion that was surrounding this fight?
Yeah, 100%, definitely. I feel like it was definitely one of the most emotional fights I've had to deal with. For like the comments that he made. But like I said, I got a great support system around me, and the defo got me in the right space to go out there and compete as an athlete, because in my mind and my body, I wanted to go out there and have a war with him. And but when I talked to my coaches and my mom and everyone, just said, okay, like just shut it all off, 25 minutes, and after that you can deal with your emotions after, and I was able to do that.
Dana was here earlier. It kind of seemed like Bilal Muhammad would be next, being that he's the backup and all that. But Dana said, I'm not ready to make that decision right now.
Yeah.
Do you see it as like he should be next? Does that feel like an unfinished chapter, or do you feel like maybe there's other options?
Nah, there definitely other options, I don't feel like Bilal should be next. I've done it before. I've won like 10 fights in a row, didn't get a title shot. So what makes him different or more privileged, So Colby's already skipped the line already. So let's see who's next. And but like I said, I am. This is Rocky's era. This is my era now, and I always keep reigning. Whoever's next doesn't matter. They're all similar styles anyway. All boxers, wrestlers, and this is what I'll build my career on it. So whoever comes next is whatever.
Nice. Last thing for me, we'll figure out who. But where does that matter to you? Do you want to fight back in England, or do you like fighting here in the States, Vegas?
I love to fight in England, especially now we've got Tom. Like have me and Tom on the card, headlining, co-headlining. That'd be for the UK. That'd be massive. I feel like that's definitely something that we should push towards to just bring more light to MMA in Europe. I feel like having me and Tom to headline a card even Manchester or any big stadium. I think that's what we should definitely push towards, you know.
Leon, right here in the front. Kind of going off of that, Dana was here and announced the official signing of Michael Venom Page to the UFC. He's going to be fighting Kevin Holland in Miami. So would that be a fight down the road that, you know, that could headline a massive stadium, a big arena in the UK?
I don't know. He just got into the UFC. I don't think he's nowhere near a title shot. Yeah, I don't know. That's like, I don't know. I think there's way more people that so more close to a title shot than Page, you know. And but yeah, fair play.
Did you happen to see Shavkat's performance? Because he seems to be the other one that people want to see you fight at some point.
Yeah, I did. He looked all right, you know. I think Wonder Boy is kind of getting past it a little bit. He's like 40 years old, and obviously he went out there and did what he did. But yeah, if he's whoever's next, I don't care, you know. So like I said, this is my era. My aim now is to beat George record. That is my aim, you know. And so whatever get me there is whoever's next, you know.
And do you because before this fight, you said that if you beat Colby, you could foresee him retiring because you don't really see him fighting these young guys. But he was in here saying he's going to be here for a while and he wants to work his way back to the title. Do you think eventually you will see Colby again down the road?
No, definitely not. I don't believe so. I don't believe so. Like, this guy says a lot of shit, you know. So this is his third shot on a title shot. This one was a given. He meant to fight for the title. He beat Macedo and then got a title shot. Sat out for 2 years and got a title shot, you know. So he's a long way away from fighting for the title. I can't see him going out there and fighting Shavkats and these guys of the world, you know. I just can't see it happening. So let's see.
He just a few minutes ago, he was here. He called out Wonder Boy for his next fight. He said he has unfinished business with him. What do you think of that fight possibly down the road between Colby and Wonder Boy?
I don't know. I don't care. You know, I don't know.
Leon, I gotta ask you: were you surprised at how much stronger you were than him in the cage?
Nah, definitely not. I always said, like, once you feel my physicality in the cage, it's a big difference. You know, I think Usman felt it as well. And maybe I got like a skinny waist. Everyone thinks I'm like not strong, but once I get a hold of you, I'm quite strong. You know, and I was able to take him down, out-grapple him in scenarios, and yeah, just keep, like I said, I'm a mixed martial artist, I'm not a striker, so it was good to show another level of my game, you know.
And how close did you think you were with those submissions?
Close. Especially that front one where I got around his neck before he spun out of it. That was tight, you know, and even the triangle, the arm bars, I was attacking. A few of them was close, but it did well to survive and defend them, you know.
And did it feel good because he comes in, he's talking all the trash talk, but towards the end of the fight, people were booing him because they were just so unimpressed by his performance? Does that feel good to really shut him and the fans up?
Not really the fans, but more him, you know. I expected more. Like, after talking all that, like what he talked, you should come forward and fight. You know, you don't be a coward and go on your back foot for the first 2 rounds. I thought he was like trying to bait me, you know, something. I was like, what's this guy doing? But I think my range and my switching the stances was kind of throwing him off. But yeah, I think just a coward, and he showed in his fighting skills, you know.
Thank you.
Kind of similar to what you just said. Were you surprised that Colby didn't shoot until the 3rd round?
But even when he shot in the 3rd round, it's like a slow-ass single leg. You know, I was like, bro, what the hell's going on? Like, this guy's meant to be the cardio chaos machine. And but yeah, I feel like I said, it's a new era. I feel like these guys coming up like me, coming up, they're all just different era, you know. These guys, everyone's beat is like the Mastodons of the world, Robbie Lawlers of the world, Woodleys of the world. Like, these guys are like what was over the hill when they fought them, you know. And I believe he's over the hill as well. So
when he successfully landed that takedown, the first one he did, and when you got up pretty quickly, do you think that was like a demoralizing factor that played into the fight for him?
Yeah, definitely. I think like my out grappling him, like I was able to reattack after he took me down and take him down, and I think that my coach said it's in his face. Is like he's kind of like threw him off a little bit, you know. And so I feel, yeah, definitely. Me grappling heavy, I think that definitely threw him off a little bit, you know. If he thought he'd be able to like dominate me more in the grappling, and he wasn't able to, you know.
And obviously, when you look at Colby's past fights, he did face a lot of grapplers and stuff, but I feel like some people might have not mentioned that he hasn't faced a complete guy like yourself in a while, other than like Usman and stuff. Do you think that's something that kind of went under the radar going into this fight?
Yeah, 100%, because everyone has me down as a striker, but I keep saying like I'm a mixed martial artist, you know, and I'm good everywhere the fight goes. You know, and these guys, I've fought these guys my whole career, boxing, wrestling kind of style. They're all, like, from now to my next 3 fights, they're all similar. Bill Howe's gonna be exactly the same, wrestling, boxing. They're all, Usman, Colby, they're all the same. You know, I feel like we need some new challenges and new different styles to bring more out of me, you know.
And last one for me. I know these guys aren't in your division, but there was a little scuffle inside the crowd between Sean Strickland and Dricus du Plessis. I mean, did you get to hear about any of that?
I did, yeah. I saw the video. Fair play, you know. Like, if Dricus talk shit, you should be able to back it up. And like I said, Sean's about it, and he did what he did, you know. So fair play to him.
Leon, down here to your right. You talked about George St. Pierre's record there, 9 title defenses.
Yeah.
This is your second. Do you believe that you have the skill set to surpass that record and become the greatest?
100%. Like, why not? You know, like, no one thought I'd be able to be a world champion. You know what I mean? No one thought I'd be able to defend it. No one thought I'd be able to do what I'm doing, you know. But I got a solid team behind me. I got a solid belief in myself. And even though I got a lot of respect for George, but I truly believe I can beat that. You know, George messaged me last night, obviously because of the press conference of what happened, and just I was giving him advice and how to, like, I was to channel my energy into a positive light, and so I got a lot of respect for him, you know. But I was still a young guy that's trying to chase to beat the. I consider him the GOAT, you know. So I want to surpass him, and I definitely got the skills to do that, you know.
And it seemed that you're pretty fluid when it comes to a timeline for a return. UFC 300, April 13th. Would that be an amazing opportunity for you? Or?
Yeah, why not? Why not? But like I said, I want to go home first. If we can get back to, like, get me a time on the card, that would be my number 1 choice, to fight in the UK again. But if that's an option, 300, then why not?
And talking about Sean Strickland, I don't know if you saw him leap to your defense and defend you about what.
Yeah. I seen it. But I was like, before the fight, I was like calling, like, middleweight straight like fights, and what he said was true. You know, like, so I might message him after this to say, you know, like, fair play to what he said, you know. And even though he acts like a mad guy, but clearly he's got heart. You know, he's a man, and Colby ain't a man. You know, and so yeah, fair play to him.
And I asked you this before the fight, and I don't know if this has changed since you've shared the octagon with him. Do you think that this adds anything to your legacy, or?
It's just another guy in the way. I said it before the fight, you know. He's just another opponent on my quest to be the best of all time, you know. And I didn't take it personal until we said what he said, you know. And then it changed it a lot for me as far as, like, how to approach the fight. It took a lot for me to, like, just, like, switch it all off. And even, like, yesterday at the Waynes, I was still fuming, you know. And but I had to, like, switch it all off and go out there and compete, you know.
Colby, one here. Colby is in here, and he sort of doubled down in his comments about your late dad, just saying, "Why would I feel bad for him?" Is that something you expect from him after the fight, just because he's sort of always in character?
I don't know how to answer that, bro, to be honest with you. It is what it is.
Hey, Leon, you were feinting the knee quite a bit. Do you think that made him think twice about wanting to shoot on you?
Yeah, for sure. Especially I was throwing like tapes to his stomach, and yeah, I feel like the fake in the knee, but because he shoots always to the right side, to the first hip. So I feel my coach kept saying, like, keep the tapes going and keep fainting it, you know. And I think especially my stance as well was kind of thrown off his range, so he couldn't get into, like, a rhythm that way he normally does, you know. And I could see him come from a mile away. He threw the same slow uppercut, the same hook cross. He did the same thing for the whole fight. It didn't come out his rhythm. He didn't do nothing different from what he done for the last 5 fights. You know, I feel like that shows that this is a guy that makes excuses for himself. You know, like, he blames everyone around him for his losses. Even Kamaru broke his jaw. He's like, "Oh, Mark, stop the fight." Just blaming Mark for shit. I was like, bro, like, maybe go back, improve yourself, like, work on areas that you could improve and come forward, you know. But it is what it is.
You won a lot of awards this week at the Worlds. I guess, how does that feel? You know, Fighter of the Year, Knockout of the Year, Upset of the Year. Like, how does that make you feel?
Now, it feels good, man. It's been like 2 years in pandemic. Remember when it took me out the rankings and all that shit I went through. So now I'm here, sitting on top, laughing at everyone, and got my bout, second title defense, winning awards. It feels good. It feels it's a credit to me. It's a credit to my team for the work we've put in, the belief that we got in ourselves when no one else did, and I'm just proud of myself, you know.
Which win feels better to you, beating Kamaru or beating Colby?
Probably being Kamaru because he was the meant to be the GOAT, you know, and to head kick him and to get the bat off him, you know, that defo, no, nothing tops that, you know. And obviously Colby's a dick, so that was also a great win. But for us, like achieving a goal, a lifetime goal, being Kamaru was the win, you know.
And finally, for me, if you had your way, you know, there are a few people out there who do you want to fight next? I know you don't really like to call people out.
Yeah, but I'm the champ. I need to call none of them out, you know. So I'll sit back. I'll speak to the UFC, speak to my team. We'll make a decision. I'd like to be active, though. You know, I won 4 twice this year. I'd like to fight 3-4 times this year. So I'll speak to my team and let's figure it out.
Thank you.
Thank you.